The Capital One Venture X card is one of the hottest cards out right now, and there's a good reason why. It comes with a $395 annual fee, but its benefits more than outweigh the annual fee, and they're easy to use. However, this card's a bit slippery to get your hands on. It's meant for people with great credit, but you'll see people with even perfect credit scores get denied, myself included. That's right, I'm a failure. But I've got the credit card, and I'm gonna show you how exactly I got it at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around for the reveal. But let's first put the carrot on the stick here. Let's go over some of the amazing benefits this card has to offer. So we're gonna be talking about some different things you could do to set yourself up for success and come out better than me whenever you apply for this card to get approved. So the sign up bonus for this card is normally 75,000 points, and that's already a good deal. However, today in October of 2023, there is an elevated offer of 90,000 points whenever you spend $4,000 in 3 months, and that's only accessible via referral link, which I got the hookup down in the description below, so check that out if you're interested in applying for the card. So the difference between a good card and a great card for me is its ability to bring great value to you year after year, and that's exactly what this card does. It has a $395 annual fee. However, every year you get a $300 credit that you can use towards a redemption on the travel portal. In addition to that, on your card anniversary, you get 10,000 bonus points that are automatically sent to your account, and that's worth at least $100 if you use it on a travel purchase. However, if you've used one of Capital One's transfer partners, you're often to get much greater value from that. So that's just some surface level stuff, and we've already got $400 worth of value. So let's get into some of the extra perks that it comes with. It comes with a $100 global entry / TSA pre-check credit that you can use. It also gives you President's Circle with Hertz. That's the top tier status that gives you automatic upgrades on a standard car reservation. And the best for last is the lounge access deal with Priority Pass. You get free entry into Priority Pass lounges as well as 2 guests with you. And your authorized users also get their own Priority Pass membership, and they too can bring 2 additional guests. And you're allowed 5 authorized users without any additional fees. And so if you take advantage of all the authorized users and those 2 free guests, you can get 15 people into a Priority Pass lounge. And that's all on a single annual fee. Wow. And so those are just the highlights. Now, of course, there's all kinds of small perks that you can use with this card. However, that would take an entire different video to go over all of those. Alright, so now let's get into the hassle of how do we get approved for this card. So here are some things that you need to know and some things that you should consider and look into before applying to the card. So Capital One apparently has 2 application rules that you should be aware of. One of them is that it'll only approve you for 1 Capital One card within a 6-month period. This includes personal and business cards, so if you've been approved for a Capital One card, you need to wait at least 6 months since that time before your next application. The second rule is you're only allowed to have 2 personal Capital One cards at a time. So I tell you those rules, but honestly, Capital One appears to be loosening the reins on those application rules, as there are multiple data points and people saying that they are being approved for this card, even if they are in violation of those rules. With that being said, in my experience, banks tend to go in these waves of application approval rates and their strictness with their rules. And so at this very moment of time in October of 2023, it appears like people are getting approved left and right. However, if you're coming to us from the future, you may want to do some Googling and searching on Reddit to see what the waters are like. So up until now, Capital One has been known to be a little bit sensitive on hard inquiries. There's once the very loose recommendation of having less than 6 cards within the last 2 years, so long as you have a 2 or 3 year credit history. However, we're kind of in the Wild West right now. People are being approved with 6 or 8 cards in the last 2 years, so take that with a grain of salt. There's also been some anecdotes about using the optional questions on the credit card application to increase your approval odds. And so the story goes like this. Capital One apparently likes people who carry balances from time to time, get charged interest, and pay that off, making the bank money. And there's a couple extra questions you can answer on the application, such as how much do you anticipate on spending per month on the card, and do you ever carry a balance on your credit card. So theoretically, you should say that you spend a decent amount on the card every month, make sure to keep it relative to your income, and then put you sometimes carry a balance on your card. And this theoretically should increase your approval odds. This was a piece of advice I found difficult to validate online with data points. However, it's something to consider. You just want to be careful not to cross that fine line of a profitable customer versus a risky customer. So the safer option may be the best option in this case. That's for you to decide. Finally, the last application tip. But first, if you've liked this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button down below. That'll let me know as well as YouTube know, so that way we can get this video in front of others. This is Nurse Michael Travels, by the way. But you should know that there is a pre-approval form that you're able to complete for this card, so you can get a little bit more confidence that you'll be approved. I'll put a link in the description for you so it's easier to find. You just gotta put in all your regular personal information, and it does ask for your social security number, but it won't affect your credit or show up on your credit report until you fill out the formal credit card application. You should also know that even if it does say yes, you are pre-approved, whenever you submit that application, there have been some data points saying that they still get rejected. So you should take it as a confidence boost that it is, but know that nothing is guaranteed in this game. So how did I get my hands on this credit card? So I got denied back last September. I applied for this card. I had too many recent hard inquiries was the reason, and so I was pretty defeated at that point. But then come December, I get an email stating that I can upgrade my Capital One Venture One card. That's the no annual fee cousin of this card. I can upgrade it, and I can receive a $50,000 upgrade bonus. And I was shocked, and I took it as fast as I could. I even called to confirm that the offer was valid, and it worked out. So with that being said, I've never ever heard of anyone else getting an offer like this, and so I wouldn't wait for it to come around. But if you do see it, I'd probably take it, just because the approval rates of this credit card is so hit and miss. And so that's everything you need to know about applying to this card. If you want to learn about the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which is the other of the top 2 cards I recommend for newcomers, check out the video linked up above. Or if you want to learn more about how to use your Capital One points, I have a recent redemption linked up above as well. Peace.